everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on all the things you should take to university, and I'm also going to include a few things that you don't necessarily need to take either if you want to save some money before you go. So the first thing that you need to take is your clothes and your shoes, but I would recommend not taking too many pairs of shoes as there's often not that much storage space or space in first year accommodation, so you don't want to be using up a lot of floor space or using a lot of wardrobe space for pairs of shoes. So, you know, take ones that are comfy to walk in, take some that you can then wear to when you go out on nights out, and if you're running and things like that, take some trainers, but don't take too many as there's not going to be that much room for them. The next thing is obviously toiletries, so your skincare, your hair care, nail varnishes, nail varnish remover, you know, cotton pads, things like that. So obviously they're really important things to take. And I'd recommend getting big sizes of those things. So for your shampoo and conditioner, for example, take big sizes because then they'll last a long time. And then hopefully then you don't need to buy them again until when you're back home for Christmas, and then again when you come back from Easter. Next thing again is just jewellery or things that you would wear on a daily basis. Another thing you should definitely take is an umbrella because you don't know if the weather's going to be rainy or not. And if you have a couple, maybe take a few just in case, or just get a good quality big umbrella as well, which would be good. The next thing you're going to want to bring is also tote bags. Tote bags are really important to take things like your laptop or notepads for when you go to your lectures, but they're also pretty good to then take for shopping. So on that note, you're also going to want to bring notepads. So I had notepads like this, which I had 3 for the 3 modules. So for semester 1 I had 3 modules, semester 2 I had 3 modules, and I used those 3 notebooks for the whole of the year because I didn't use it all up from the first semester, so I could then use the same notebook again for the second semester with the different modules. I'd recommend not bringing folders. I brought folders from my A-levels and empty folders from the ones that I used at A-level. However, I didn't use the folders at all through the whole of my first year. I don't know if that's because all my lectures were online, so the lecturers couldn't give us handouts or anything, but I'm not going to be taking them again next year because I don't think they do actually give out a lot of handouts. That's just from my experience, so I wouldn't recommend bringing folders. But, you know, if you do need folders, then you can always just pop down to Wilko and get some for really cheap, so they're definitely an easy thing to buy. But I wouldn't bring them because they do take a lot of space in the car when you're driving there, and they just are very bulky, and they're not great to have when you're moving. Along the same kind of lines, you're going to want stationery, so a pencil case with pens, ruler, pencils, you know, whatever you need. Or again, you can bring sticky notepads or record cards, you know, to make. But I actually didn't. I took some record cards, so revision card things, but I never actually used them. I didn't write on them. I didn't use them. I just felt like I didn't really need them. I didn't do much revision in that sense of like going over key things like you do in A-levels or GCSEs. You don't really do that type of thing at university unless obviously you're doing a subject which isn't all like essay based but more exam based. Then you might want to take some record cards so you can do like flashcards and revision through that way if that's helpful for you, but I didn't use them at all doing an essay based subject. Also, you don't need to bring anything from A-levels, so you don't need to bring your workbooks from A-levels, you don't need to bring your textbooks from A-levels, you don't really need it. The next thing is you're going to obviously want to bring bedding. You're probably going to want to bring 2 beddings, so you know, 2 duvet covers, 2 sheets. You might not want to buy this until you find out what accommodation you're in, because for example Taliban Gate at Cardiff University, their bed is like a double size, it's bigger than a single, so you don't want to buy 2 single sheets when you're going to be in Tally Gate and then you're going to need to buy double sheets. So yeah, don't get the sheets until you find out where you are, but I would recommend getting a bigger size duvet just so that it's a bit cozier and a bit comfier in your bed. Also bringing like 2 pillows or 3 pillows or 1 pillow or however many pillows you have, and also blankets as well, a good thing to have. And again, you're going to want to bring towels, so body towels and also hand towels. And also I would definitely recommend bringing a bath mat, so you know, the like the bath towel thing that you then put on the floor, which you step onto after you get out of the shower. I didn't have this for like the first semester, and it was honestly so annoying. I hated getting out of the shower and just like putting my bare foot on like the bathroom floor. It was not good, so definitely bring a bath mat. Also, depending where you are, you might not have much space on your sink. I didn't have like any space. It was really difficult for me to put even a soap thing on the space and like my toothbrush. So bear that in mind, depending where you're going. You might not have room for like a soap holder or toothbrush holders, so just wait and see, and then if you need to get that stuff when you arrive, then you can obviously just go to Wilko or Tesco or whatever and get something for cheap. So a laundry bag is also a good thing to have, however you don't necessarily need it. What I actually used more, even though I do have a laundry bag, what I used to take my washing to the laundry more was, you know, like those big bags, shopping bags that you can get from like Tesco's or Sainsbury's, reusable ones. I just found it easier to carry that by the handles to the laundromat instead of having, or like, you know, the laundry place, instead of having like my laundry bag which had like strings on it and it was like difficult to carry and hold. So I'd recommend taking those big shopping bags which you can put your laundry in, take it to the laundry place, and also you can then use those bags for your shopping, which is perfect. Also, I would definitely recommend getting a Tesco club card if you're planning to shop at Tesco's. There is a big Tesco's near all of the Talibons. So it's like a 5-minute walk from the Talibons. So I would definitely recommend getting a club card, because now Tesco do club card prices, and you can save a lot of money from getting items that have a club card prices instead of the regular prices. So definitely recommend getting a club card. The next thing you're going to have is a lamp. So often in the university residences there is obviously like a main light up on the ceiling, and then they also do have a lamp type thing. Like I had a lamp, but I never used it because it was kind of like a harsh light and it was quite in a kind of a weird position. So I brought my own lamp. It's actually that white one just there. Also, you're going to want to bring an extension cord. So I brought, I think, 2 extension cords. However, I only ended up using 1 because the rooms are small, so you don't really need a very long one, and you also don't really need more than 1. So yeah, I would definitely recommend bringing 1. You might want to bring another one just in case, depending on how far away the plug socket is, because mine wasn't actually too far from, you know, my desk or my bed or anything, so it was not too bad. Also, you're going to want to bring your cutlery, your crockery, your pots and pans, and chopping boards, a sharp knife, things like that. Don't recommend bringing like a 16 set of crockery, because that's just, first of all, taking up a lot of space on the moving day, and also most of it's going to go to waste because there's only 1 of you. So you don't need to buy 16, like you don't need to bring 5 small plates, 5 big plates, 5 bowls. That's just not necessary. So all you need to do is probably bring about 2 or 3 bowls, 2 or 3 plates. I think I had 1 small plate, 1 big plate, 2 bowls, and 1 kind of bowls plate thing, which is kind of like a mixture of the 2. And then I brought 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons. Like that is all you need. You don't need to bring a 16 set of crockery. It's just not worth it. Also, I saved a lot of money and I brought things from home. So I brought my plates from home and my cutlery from home. That's obviously saving quite a lot of money. Also, you're going to want to bring tea towels. Another thing with tea towels is try and bring them from home, because I found with the tea towels that I had, I bought new ones. Whenever I tried to like dry my bowls or plates, they wouldn't dry them for some reason, and I washed the tea towels regularly, and even after I washed them and then they were dry, I couldn't dry the plates and things. It would just stay wet and it was kind of like sticky. It was really weird. So try and bring tea towels that you already have, because cheap ones aren't very good, and if you haven't washed them multiple times then they just don't work. It's really weird. Another thing is you don't really need to bring a colander or a sieve to rinse, you know, rice water or pasta water. You might want to bring a sieve if you're baking, but there's no point bringing a colander when you can just use the lid of the pan. Like a colander's just taking up extra room, which you don't need. Also, you don't get that much room in the cupboard space, so yeah, you don't want to take it up a lot of space using a colander. Also, with the chopping board, I didn't actually use a chopping board, but I didn't have to cook that much because I had my meals provided Monday to Friday at night time, so I didn't really have to do that much like cooking. but a chopping board is obviously still good to have. Oh, also you're going to want to bring laundry detergent. I use the pods, but you can use whatever you want. And also you're going to want to bring washing up liquid. And also I would recommend getting a Dishmatic. It's so easy to use, and you basically just fill up the washing up liquid, you fill it up into the holder of this Dishmatic thing, and then so the washing up liquid is in it, and then you just wet, say like the plate with some hot water, and then you just scrub it and the washing up liquid comes out of the sponge. Dishmatic, I would definitely recommend getting it. It's so easy to use at university, and it saves so much water, and also it's really great because you don't have to then fill up the sink, and then other people's things might already be in the sink, so you can't like wash up your stuff because there's a big mess anyway. So you just easily wash up your own things and leave them to dry, and it's so much better using a Dishmatic. So you can't have like candles in your accommodation, so I would definitely recommend bringing a reed diffuser. Recommend bringing any pictures or posters or things like that that you want to put up in your room. But bear in mind, I don't think you're allowed to use blue tack in case the paint comes off, but you can use like command strips. Normally you'd have like a notice board anyway, so you can put some things on there. Also, I'd recommend getting a mirror because the mirror that I had was really bad. It was like in the wardrobe, but when you opened it, you were backlit because the window was behind me if I was looking in the mirror. So it was like really bad quality. And also the mirror in the bathroom was so bad because there was no windows in the bathroom, so it's all like fake lighting. And then when I got home like from Christmas, I was like, whoa, I look so different because all I've seen myself in was non-natural lighting in the bathroom and then like backlit lighting from the mirror on the wardrobe. So I'd recommend getting a mirror. If not a full-size one, you could always just get like a small one that can just sit on your desk. But yeah, definitely get a mirror. Another thing which would be useful is obviously to get masks. I would recommend bringing reusable masks because they're just better for the environment, and also they save money in the long run because you don't want to be buying like those packets and you have to regularly buy them. It's not very good for your wallet or for the environment. So get some reusable masks, and you might have to be using them for lectures and seminars and things. I'm not sure yet, but you might have to, so make sure to bring some. Also, make sure to bring your passport and ID because I didn't have any ID but my passport, and if I forgot that, then I wouldn't be able to, you know, go into the pubs or wouldn't be able to do anything. And obviously it's important to have your ID and passport on you. So bring some medical information. Say if you're allergic to anything, or if you need to know if you've had jabs or anything, bring that with you. I just had a kind of a pencil case full of all the medical information that I needed to have, just in case if anything happened. You want to make sure you have your medical information with you. And then finally, bring any like games. I would recommend bringing like some card games. That would be really, really useful to bring, you know, just a normal deck of cards and then Uno, maybe Monopoly Deal. Those are good things to have with you. You know, you bring things like a water bottle, bring things like your books, your favourite books or whatever. Bring things like movies, and obviously you're going to bring your laptop. Bring wipes, make sure to bring wipes, then if anything is messy in the kitchen, you can clean it up, or in your room, you can clean it up. Also, paper towels for the kitchen are really useful, so you can bring some of them along, or if not, buy them when you get there. I recommend getting a lanyard because you need your key card and things to get in, and you get, well, I got given one at the start of the year, and it was like the Cardiff one, Cardiff Residences one, and it was like purple or something, but I don't really like it. So I got my own lanyard, which I ordered from Etsy actually, and it's super cute. It's like this kind of like grey purple with just bees on them. And then I also ordered these two clear plastic kind of card holders, which, because I've got like loads of cards for some reason. So I had my student ID, which I had in here, but I've just taken it out for now. Student ID was in here, and my residence card, because you get a residence card as well. And then also I had the key for my building and room. And then also I have a key for the media building. So there's a lot of different cards that you're going to want to need, you have. So you're going to want to need a lanyard, or if you want, you can just put it in your wallet if that's easier for you. But I just have that on my lanyard. I don't normally wear the lanyard, I just put it in my bag. But I know that I'll have it, and like I know, oh, I've got my lanyard, everything's on my lanyard, and I've got it safe. Also, I would recommend bringing kind of like a medical kit or like a first aid kit. So things like Savlon, Band-Aids, aspirin, Lemsip, things like blister Band-Aids, things like that. So if you get ill or if you cut yourself or anything, then you're sorted and you don't need to worry about having to go to the shop. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I made a list, but I feel like there's other things that I could say, but I think that's it. If I do think of anything else before I upload this video, then I'll include it quickly. For now, I think that is everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful, and good luck with starting to pack and everything. It is still a little bit of, you still got quite a long time, so don't worry. But yeah, I hope this was useful, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.